Hey everybody, and welcome to Feel Good Friday. And we've got a little bit of a change today because it's normally Tash that's doing this. And I decided that I should interview her and she should showcase her amazing business on this platform and all of my platforms. So no pressure then, Tash.
I'm so nervous. I don't know what. I'm saying it's like the radio all over again, Mandy, when my heart, I can feel my heart's coming
out. There's nothing wrong with that. That's normal. So tell everybody exactly what you do and how you help female entrepreneurs.
Excellent. So I'm Natasha Holland, and I'm the founder of Natasha Holland Photography. And I help and inspire women to show up as their true, authentic self in their brand and just accepting themselves. It's my passion. It is my absolute passion to work with women, making sure that they're showing their audience their true self and just creating epic visual content that shows them in the most amazing light. And I absolutely love it. I've been doing photography for over 10 years now, and I feel like working with women it's my calling. It's my soul's purpose to inspire and empower, and also to be empowered and inspired by women. I feel like I learn every single lady I'm in contact with. I learn so much, and it's not just about them learning from me. I take away so much, and it fulfills my soul, and just I love it. And I'm not just saying this here, Mandy. Aren't I so passionate about what I do?
Yeah, and I have to say, because Natasha is my personal branding photographer. Hi, Stephanie, by the way. Just going to say hello to Stephanie there. And she's amazing. I hate having my photograph taken, like big time. So the fact that she even captured me on camera looking half decent and not scared, then that says a lot about Natasha. So how do you manage to do that? How do you get people to feel so comfortable?
Well, I think with me, I am so eccentric. I just say what I think. I don't hold back. And I suppose I'm not the professional person. I am me, and I'm honest. And when I make mistakes, I say it, and I'm just out there. And I make sure I get to know every single client of mine. It's not about just showing up on the day. I would never do that ever. It's about creating a friendship and a bond and a connection. And I talk about connection when it comes to your visual content anyway, but connection to me is the most important thing. And I need to be connected with you. So I live face to face if we can, but on Zoom, it's fantastic. We can still share that connection, get to know you. And I want to know everything. And I'm like that. And you'll know everything about me. I wear my heart on my sleeve, and I don't hold back. And I think that to me, that helps us both. So we turn up on the day, and we already have a day's worth of chat because we know we're relatable. And also, I also do think, because I am my brand and I show myself, my true authentic self, I only attract people who will accept me. And therefore, it makes my job actually really quite easy, because I'm working with people I want to work with, which is so important. And that is the power of visual storytelling and being yourself and your brand.
It so is. And I have to say, if you want a day of hilarity, then, book your branding shoot with Natasha, because honestly, it's just great fun. And I think when you can be in business and just have fun, it makes it really easy, doesn't it? So, when you turned up at my house, and then we went out in 70-mile-an-hour winds and rain to the beach, and your photography still looked amazing. What do you see that potentially other people don't, that makes you so special? Because you really are.
With capturing, with my eye of photography.
Yeah.
I think with me, so I am a free spirit. Mm-hmm. I live in the moment massively, and that's just me, which is why I feel like photography is suited to me, because when I have that camera in my hands, 100% of my attention is in the zone. I'm in the zone. All I'm thinking about is what's around me. And I do change when I pick up that camera. I don't know. I mean, you've experienced this with me.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, I'm so enthusiastic, and I'm just looking at different angles, and I'm jumping up and down. I mean, I get exhausted after my shoots because I'm using 100% of my body, mind, and I'm so energized. And I feel like that enables me to get the best out of each shot because I'm looking, I'm analyzing, I'm thinking what's best, what lighting effect do I want to achieve? How can I make Mandy's brand look consistent? And it's all these factors that come in play. And yeah, I suppose I'm really in the moment with my camera, and it gives me 100% focus there and then. And that's what enables me to give you the results that you want.
So tell the ladies that are watching how important it is to have branding photography that shows you as your brand.
Well, I could go on with it about this for so many like different, I can go on for ages basically. It's a good topic for me. I think it's really important if you want to stand out on the busy online market. Let's face it, we pick up our phones and we're like this. We're programmed just to scroll, aren't we? Mm-hmm. And we only stop when something catches our eye, or if there's a pattern, mm-hmm. and it's like the psychology behind it, or if it impacts emotion and gets all of those lovely endorphins going and making you feel happy or relatable. And that's what personal brand photography is. It's making you relatable to your dream clientele. It's impacting emotion, and it's also creating it's almost quite, I'm going to say pleasurable. It's probably not the word for the eye. What's that word, man?
No, it is. It's about making contact with your ideal clients, isn't it? And that contact that you get from great branding photography, it builds the relationship before you've even seen what they've got to say. Yeah.
You have to, in my opinion, your audience has to know you before they contact you, because mm-hmm. instantly they're going to trust you. They're going to know. I mean, quite a lot of my Instagram and Facebook is full of people who message me every day. I don't know them, but my mm-hmm. goodness, I have a connection with them. And I'm always saying to them, I know you live in London, or I know you live in Thailand, or I know you live, but we need to meet because my goodness, our connection is on fire. And that's what it's about. It's about the connection, and they know me already because they see me. They see me for who I am. They know me. I take them on little stories. They know about my children. They know where I work. They know that I'm very spiritual, and that's what it's important. And also I don't like to use the word professional because I'm a free spirit, and I don't assign myself to that word. But it is about looking like you're taking your business serious. People want to look and think, oh, she takes it seriously, so I'm going to take her seriously. Mm-hmm. I'm going to invest time. I'm going to invest my money. I want to work with that person. And I think that's really important. It's just to show, look, I'm good at what I do. I want to showcase it the right way. I want to show all you lovely ladies who I am, what I do, because I love my job. And I hope I've explained that right. But I get so passionate. I go off in a little like.
Well, I have found, one of the things, morning Gwen, by the way, just acknowledging you there, morning. The way that you captured me sort of doing painting and in my office working with my coaching clients and writing and everything comes through really, really strong throughout every image that you captured for me. And that's a real skill for me. So, and also I think you captured the aura. So talk to me about the color, the importance of color psychology in what you do, because I think you connect that really well.
This is something at the moment I am totally invested in psychology as a whole when it comes to photography. It is my job to make sure that the person at the other end of my camera is at ease and feels comfortable in my presence. And it's also very important for me to pick up when someone's feeling uncomfortable, someone isn't liking where I'm positioning them, or someone isn't getting that vibe, or even if your energy's going low and I'm like, right, time for a cuppa. And it is really important for me. And I feel like analysing body behaviour and body language has really helped me in photography. Mm-hmm. And at the moment, I've got a really intense interest in colour. Yeah. And I do this. They're called Tashisms. And anyone who knows I have them. It's also this word's used for quite a lot of things. It's used for the fact that I make up my own English language. So I say things that I just don't make sense and aren't a word, but to me they make sense. And I also do it because I get obsessed with certain subjects for that last 2 months, and then I don't ever revisit them, and I go on to something else. And I'm like, it's hilarious. They're called Tasha's. My practice at the moment is colour psychology, and it's fascinating. But because I'm quite a spiritual free spirit, I always like to I like to have my belief on things, shall we say. So at the moment, what I'm really looking into is the connection that each individual has with a colour and how it impacts emotion or triggers to them. And yes, we have stereotypical colours, like, you know, some people would see red as fortune and good luck. Some people see it as angry and scary, and it's all about the individual and their past experiences. So what I like to encourage is to actually express that through your colours, your positive light, what attracts you the most, and actually share that with people and write a story with it. So at the moment, I've changed my colours. I haven't quite got onto my logo yet. I'm speaking to lovely Mandy Nicholson at 2 o'clock today to talk about my new logo, who she's fantastic, and I love working with her. I've got my colours, and I put them out there, and I let people know what connected me to these colours. So the blue at the moment, and I've got a really dark blue. I'm just trying to find, I haven't got anything here because this is my studio, it's purple. My purple is still my main colour. I was so attracted to this really intense blue. And I thought to myself, so I sat down, I started writing down why I'm connected to it. And it turns out that it gave me a sense of freedom. And I thought, well, that's probably because we've been locked up for all these months, whatever. Know how long it's been, and we have been stripped of our freedom, and I was seeking that. So that's why that color was everywhere in my mind, and that color gives me that emotion. But that color to other people could actually be quite daunting and scary. So it's about expressing that and letting your audience know. Bear in mind, they are on this story and this journey with you. You want to let them in. So it's about letting them know that this color means this to me, and I want this color to make you feel or to impact you like this, and not obviously push colours onto people, because like our beliefs are our own beliefs. But yeah, so when I have my discovery call with my lovely ladies, this is something we talk about. I do have a lot of ladies who are totally established, like yourself, Mandy, who come with their colour palette and their fonts, and they come with everything, and that's fantastic. But I also do have people starting out who are completely don't know what they want. They don't know what colours they even attract. They probably, you know, wear black every day or white, and they're not used to actually being adventurous. So they don't know what their brand represents. You get a lot of people like, right, well, I'm a massage therapist, so I think I need calming colours. And I'm like, well, actually, but do they attract you? And quite often people would say, oh, no, I don't like that colour. I feel like it feels like this. Or, yes, definitely like you. And I've loved it. I can't wait for our shoot. And it's about actually just sitting down. You can do it with a colour palette, or go to B&Q and get all your, you know, the things.
Colour cards, the cards.
And just see which one draws you in and which one impacts you and how that makes you feel. Think about words. And I always tell my ladies, and Stephanie, you'll know this, because I think I've done this with you, haven't I? Write down everything about yourself. So mine, obviously, eccentric, witty, very crude, because let's face it, I'm totally ridiculous, Mandy, aren't I?
I wasn't saying anything, but yes.
I was naturally born like that, honestly. As a child, I was known as the little naughty one. I just can't help it. This is my self-purpose, to create laughter. And oh my God, did you just say that? So yeah, I tell them to write down a list of words that they think they are, and then I get them to write a list of words of all their interests, like reading, what type of books they like reading, etc. And then a list on what you want your audience to feel when they look at your visual content. So it'll be like trust, connection, and then all together we bring those words together and we kind of map out how we can get that in play with your visual content. And that also reflects in your colours. So it is really interesting. The psychology behind it is massive. I could go on for ages about it. But there's a really, also, I was on a Meba Live the other day, call the other day, and Sarah Heron was on, who is
she's awesome. Yeah.
And I'm going to be working alongside her. She's fascinating. So if you are stuck on your colours and you really don't know, and you think you want something that's going to suit you and actually change the way you look too, Sarah's your girl to go for if you're complete, because she is mind-blowing.
She's amazing. She's got a section in my program as well. So that Vicky that you've mentioned, Sarah, everybody in my signature program, because I pick the best people to be in my program and the best people to work with. So people can turn up if somebody wants to get the branding photography done, they can show up whether they've got absolutely no idea or whether they know exactly where they want to go, and you can guide them and help them to get the best results from their branding photography. Yeah.
So at the moment, I'm working with a lovely lady who is setting up a business, never been in business before. And that's a scary thing, isn't it, for some? Yeah. I mean, let's face it, 10 years ago, I was scared. It is a scare. And I had no one to hold my hand back then. And I really wish I would have benefited from that. So this lovely lady, we're doing everything from her brand story to why. And it's all mine is about connection. It's so we need to put in there like the real truth. And you have to connect with your way of writing too. So it's also finding your writing style. Mm-hmm. Because not a lot of people, if you've worked for someone all your life, you won't actually know your writing style. So mm-hmm. really focus in that and how to get creative in your own way. And you learn so much about yourself. Yeah. And that's what my job is. It's to open that up and let's look at the bigger picture here. Who are you? And we need to show that. And I get people who come to me too and like, I don't know who I am. I don't know who I am. Can you help me find myself? And yeah. I love that. And I'm like, yes. And I end up they're like my best of friends. I'm like, oh my goodness, it's amazing. Because it's just so rewarding for both of us to unleash that and get back all those layers and find that inner love and self-acceptance. And that is powerful and just amazing. And something that is my new venture that I'm going to be doing. We'll be going into that too. So yeah.
One said, Sarah's thorough analysis, she's amazing. Yeah, great experience from start to finish. We've got some amazing ladies in our network, haven't we? And that's what we're here for on Get Ready to Rise, is to help and to share and to make sure that we support these women in business. And what you're doing is so important to help women to showcase how brilliant they are, how sparkling they are, how amazing they are. And you connect all the dots. That's what I hear in what you're saying. You come in and you're more branding. We had this debate for a long time, didn't you? Personal branding photographer, which is what I've put on the tagline there, is not enough to describe what you do. The visual storyteller is much more appropriate because you get to connect with someone and tell their story and connect that with their audience. That's an amazing skill. That's an amazing skill. So how do they approach you? How do they find you?
I'm really easy to find because I just love to just be everywhere. It's like, hey, I'm Tash. I have my following on Instagram. I'm not, by all means, I haven't got loads of followers, but actually, you know, they connect their true followers. So mm-hmm. I love to connect on Instagram. So if you want to start messaging me, I will send you a video being like, hi, because I love videos, don't I, Mandy?
Yeah,
I like sending videos personal. Steph will know that too on the call. It's definitely on the call. I just think it's personal. I like to pick up my phone and be like, lovely that you've contacted me. And we can get a discovery call booked in. There is no, with me, and Mandy is always saying to me, you know, because I am very laid back on Mandy, and I need sometimes, because I'm such a free spirit, I sometimes need reminded that, right, this is a business, like, stop. Because I'm just like, I love it so much. So, yeah, contact me. Discovery calls, completely free and no obligation whatsoever. I am the least pushy person when it comes to my business. I might be a pushy mummy, but I'm not a pushy businesswoman. Mm-hmm. And I connect. And the way I see it, like I said earlier on in the live, is I learn from every single person and take from every single person too. And I don't see wait time is wasted. So if you want a discovery call just to see if this is right for you and I'm right for you, I'm not everyone's cup of tea, which is totally fine, totally Marmite. I annoy myself sometimes. I watch these lives back and I'm like sitting here like this, like, oh my God, does she ever so yeah, get in touch. Facebook, my business page, Tash on Photography. But Instagram, I do post a lot of stories and it'll really get a chance for you to get to know me because my stories are really real, about motherhood, about life, joking on. And yeah, I get quite a lot of my clients through my Instagram stories because I think they're just like, oh, she's real. Because that's what we want to make sure we're not robots. Yeah. And when I look on Instagram and I think, oh gosh, she looks scary to approach. Oh, I don't want to message her because I might be wasting her time because she looks far too like, oh, I don't know if she'll want me to message her. And that's not what we want our audience to feel. We want them to feel relatable. We want them to know us. So that's my job.
I think that is a phenomenal point, that actually, that, you know, when you're scrolling and you see people that you're not connected to because they're not warm, they're cold, they're stern, they've not got the branding photography right then, have they? Because they've not shown their true essence. They're presenting this corporate look. Stephanie, yep, absolutely, she really is. She's a nutcase, and if you want to do a discovery call in your pajamas, it's perfectly fine. I'm going to say that.
Right, I came over with my dressing gown on, and then Michael was like, "You wearing your dressing gown?" I was like, "Oh, it's Mandy," and he was like, "But didn't you say that it was gonna?" I was like, "Yeah, I best take it off." And I put it down.
Take the dressing gown off because she's going live on 5 different pages. Yeah, but honestly, how many of us just want to do that and really don't think that we can? But you absolutely can, can't you? And you know something? I have come across so many photographers online that are not actually attracting me towards them because the visuals are a bit sort of stuffy. Yours are really, I can't even explain it. They're just so real, the real life, that you connect really easily to them. And I think that, you know, somebody of your talent that delivers the quality that you deliver, you'd expect to be charging thousands of pounds for a photo shoot, and you don't even do that, do you? It's not, you know, your pricing is not even way through the ceiling. So tell people what they can expect to be paying for a photo shoot with you that is worth thousands of pounds.
At the moment, so I am in a bit of a transition period in my life. I am lots of change happening, so I will be revisiting my structure. So at the moment, I do have free packages because the way I see it is that everyone is different, and to have one package and fit everyone in that box, that's not how I stand. That's not me, isn't it? So I have free, and they're all named after types of purple, and I'm gonna forget them. Amethyst.
Yes.
I'm thinking, oh my god, do I even know the prices? Amethyst is my biggest package, and that I think is around about 800, 700, 800. Is that right, Mandy? See, I'm dyslexic. This is part of me, and this side of my business I don't like. Mandy sorted me out there.
I thought your amethyst package was like nearer to 950, and then what's the next one down?
I think I might have. So my next one, right? Can I get it up, guys? Sorry, just hold with me.
Let's get it up because this is the flaky bit of Natasha that we all love.
I do. I'm saying that like I am putting my prices up because I have to now. Like life has changed quite a bit, so my prices will be going up to like a grand mark, and that is happening. But I'm rebranding, so that will naturally happen when I rebrand. So just bear with me. It's just at the moment, to be honest, it's
750. There we go. 750. We've got somebody reminding you there. Amethyst 750.
Who's reminding me about my packaging?
That'll be sorry.
Oh my god, we need to sort Tash out.
Yeah. So, do you know what? You can.
Amethyst 750.
Yeah, go on.
You get 6 hours, discovery call, planning call, multiple locations, portraits in the studio, which I'm in now. And product shots if you need it, but I'm not actually a product photographer. Let's just put I am a personal brand photographer, but you can get product shots. I used to be a product photographer. I used to work for fashion brands and stuff. Not me. I need a person in front of me. That's what I need. Black and white copies of every every photograph. No limit on photographs, but that would probably get you around about 2,000. Do you think, Mandy?
Yeah.
This is me, 30-second long brand and personal branding video because I am touching on videography at the moment. I'm doing videography and I'm loving it. I'm by far not a videographer yet, but I'll get there because it's on my goal board. And and then you can also have an overnight stay in here. But however, that will be changing because we're not, whatever. Orchid.
I love you, Tash. I really do.
500 for 4 hours, and you get like, I'm not going to go through it too much because this is just so like boring for everyone who's like, oh my god, right? So that's just like a bit less than that one, and then lavender 300 2 hours, and then like a bit less than that one. So these will be going up dramatically. Not dramatically, no, they won't. Oh god,
You know what, Natasha? Let me speak for a minute. These will be going up to a price that matches the current marketplace. Sarah says you are worth so much more, and LOL, yeah, whatever. So, you know, and I think loads and loads of ladies out there will relate to this, because I'm starting my money mindset challenge on Sunday. And this is the reason why, because so many female entrepreneurs struggle with pricing, including you. And there's nothing wrong with that, because it's a tough area for us, all of us. And it's something that we have to train ourselves to get really good at, which you're going to be working on over the next 7 days, starting on Sunday.
Yeah. Because you know, at the moment, my amethyst is my most popular package, which is fantastic. Yeah. So I am thinking about moving the amethyst to the middle package and then creating, and that's how I do, because my amethyst, I think, speaks out to more of what my audience wants. So yeah, I'm going to reshape that. So the amethyst package will still be there, but there'll be like a different package on top of that. Pricing, but yes, Rebecca, pricing is really hard, you know, and it's not a self-worth thing for me. I think it's because I actually don't overthink things. I'm too in the moment all the time. So I just get on. And I actually think about this, and thinking's hard for me because I'm so eccentric and just look, like that's all I can describe me right now, okay?
I've just bought the amethyst. Don't increase my cost.
I'll be invoicing you 300 pet.
Well, yes, thank you, Gwen. Refreshing, real, and hits the spot. Absolutely, because this is what Tasha, this is why I wanted to bring her on here. You know, she's been hiding, and I wanted to bring her on here and say, you know, this is why Tash has Feel Good Friday, because she's amazing. And actually, why wouldn't you want to work with her? Oh my goodness. Do you know what? I'd pay $7.50 just to have the day with her, because it's hilarious.
Well, I do the worm. I mean, God, this is like, I have this signature dance when I get really happy, and I actually do the worm. I mean, we went to one of our Get Ready to Rise shoots, and the staff were like this, watching us. I was scared one man away because we were twerking everybody. It got crazy. I don't know what happened to sugar levels. Sugar levels
went crazy. Yeah, it did get crazy, didn't it?
It was fantastic. But, and then, I mean, I just always seem to turn things into, I mean, when Zara and I went to Wynyard Hall, and we felt like the spirits connecting to us. Do you remember Zara? Oh my God, honestly. I laughed so much that we actually had like little Nana napping in the car, because it was so trained.
And the worm is the reason I needed you in my, absolutely. Until you've seen Natasha do the worm, honestly, you haven't lived. It's something that you will remember for the rest of your life. That painting, Sarah says.
Behind you.
Is that your painting? Oh, that one behind me, or one that you had on the shoot with Natasha?
The turquoise one. I probably got that colour wrong with that. My hair's not doing the right thing today.
I wouldn't worry about that. None of us worry about that. So
I think I've kind of gone a bit like human. I'm sweating because I'm excited.
Well, so anyway, let's get back to the point here. Natasha, you are amazing at helping ladies to show them true selves. I mean, honestly, what you've done for all of us. Sarah's saying the painting at the shoot. I wasn't.
Painting at the shoot.
The peacock, no. Here we go. Sarah's having a conversation. Thanks for this. That's fine.
About when, right, so this is sorry if this is inappropriate, and Amanda's like, what the hell are you going to say? Right, so went to Matfin Hall, and there was a peacock, and obviously that represents our brand for Get Ready to Rise, and we got there, and the cock was gone, so we went on a march around Matfin Hall looking for the cock. We go, where's the cock?
Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm going to have to edit this, you know. Remembering we're live, yeah? Peacock, yes. And obviously that's the brand. That's the brand. So, yeah, I just think, do you know what? It's just great fun when you work with other creative women and you can produce what is a hilarious, amazing day into this great piece of artwork that says this is the person you're going to work with, and it's warm and it's friendly and it's real, and you see behind the scenes and you see them. I mean, good, do you know, the biggest thing that I'm grateful for, other than you just showing up and me having time with you, was you capturing me and Gary in our home and out on the beach. So such special photographs that I will take with me for the rest of my life, that nobody's ever been able to capture, because Gary hated having his photograph taken, but he let you do it. That, for me, that was a big achievement.
I think he probably thought this lady's crazy, just smile. Because I was just, oh, what was that? I didn't read that comment.
That was Rebecca. She's got to go back to accounts. We've yeah, so that's good. That's the reason for showing up. So absolutely fantastic. And I think, just in summary, you take people on a journey, don't you? You take people on a journey of self-discovery. Yeah. And so tell me what that feels like for you as the photographer.
Oh gosh, amazing. I think that's why when I worked in the fashion and wedding industry, it just didn't do it for me, because I knew that I wasn't born on this airplane just to take a picture, and it was more important than that to me. It was about finding someone who needs me to inspire them to be their true self, or just is their true self and wants to showcase that on a different, greater level. And what sets me aside to other personal brand photographers is I don't tell you to come with makeup on if you're not a makeup wearer. I don't tell you to get your hair done before you come. I don't tell you to go on a fasting diet a week before, like, just believe it or not, I've heard from other photographers and forums. I don't tell you to go and buy a new wardrobe. I honestly, this is the sort of stuff I tell you to turn up, and we work on this as well before, to 100% yourself, wearing the clothes that you wear every single day. I don't want you to come wearing a corporate dress if you've never worn a corporate dress before. I don't want you wearing a blazer if you wouldn't want it. If you wear a blazer every day, wear it. But I don't want you to do that. I want you to come in clothes that you're comfortable in, because that's you, and that's why people love you, and that's being you is your superpower. Yeah. And it needs to be shared, and that's amazing. And I think because of Instagram and social media came so quickly into our lives, and it changed us, and it made us feel that we weren't good enough maybe, and we needed to fit in with trends. And now I think it is the time to break that and be like, actually, no, I turn up wearing a dressing gown some days, so this is me. Do you know what I mean? And it's about, I'm so sorry, I can't see who's posting, so thank you so much for those posts, but I will comment afterwards, so thank you, whoever that is.
You can see after. Go on.
It's so much more than a job to me. It fills my soul. And over the quarantine, obviously, I haven't been able to meet my ladies. I have massively been in touch. I've been reconnecting with people globally. I've got so many global shoots booked. I've got so many shoots down south booked. I've got one in Wales. I've got one in, I don't know where that is, but it's in my head, but I can't pronounce it properly. So I'm not going to do it.
You've got one in Northumberland.
Northumberland. So I'm reaching. Hello, Don. Yes. I'm excited for our shoot. Because we had to postpone, didn't we, darling? So actually now we can get back, and I'll speak to you later about that. And it's about, and to me, it's about meeting all these new people and just having the most amazing mutual experience and connection together. Oh, it's just everything. It just makes my life happy. So yes, over quarantine, it was really hard, because I wanted to be out there. I need other people's energy, and I was stuck in the house with 3 of my womb gremlins.
It's hard, isn't it? I know people like you need to be out there giving light to others, because that's amazing. I have to say, all of the photographs that you took of me were amazing, but some of them captured some of the looks that you captured that I use regularly, get so many comments on them. I get comments, and it amazes me how you were able to just capture those looks, those moments, the seconds of, because it is a second, isn't it? A certain look. I think that is an absolute skill that is unrivaled. It really is. I've never ever had anybody do that for me before. So you are an amazing woman.
Because at one point I remember this vividly, because I learn a lot from these shoots in psychology wise and body behavior. And you just had your operation, and I said, a bit like that. tell by the slightest little movement in your lip, you're kind of doing it there, actually.
Yeah.
You were uncomfortable. So I went, right, that's not comfortable. Let's change for the light. And you were like, oh, thanks. Yeah, that was hurting. And it's about on that. And, you know, so many photographers, and I'm not shaming because I'm my community of photographers massive. I encourage starting photographers. I used to teach photography to budding photographers to develop their business. I love the community I'm in. But there are some who will be like, right, we need to make you look like this. So can you stand like that, go like this, go like that? And I'm like, no, because she would never stand like that. That's not how she would stand, because that would be unnatural. And then what vibe is she giving off then?
Yeah, absolutely. That's Sarah there. So everybody comments on your photos of me. I hate having my photo taken. So you empowered me and love you for that. And absolutely agree with that 100%. You're amazing. And don't, you know what? I think it's about anything else. When you want to work with somebody, it's always about the connection, isn't it? And you are much happier and much more comfortable working with someone who's high energy that you can connect with. And you're right, you won't be for everybody. You know, some people will find that uncomfortable and they won't want to work with that. And that's fine too. They need to find the photographer that's right for them. But if people can connect with you, then absolutely they're going to have the time of their lives and they're going to make a friend for life.
That's what it is. Every single one of my clients is my friends, which makes me rich in life. I mean, how can you get a better life than to me? That's everything. Isn't that everything?
Yeah.
To be surrounded like-minded people and to learn from each other and grow with each other. I mean, that's something amazing. But I think this is where I've learned how important personal brand photography is when I looked at my brand and saw I was attracting the wrong people, not the wrong people, because that's them. We're all individual. The wrong people that didn't connect with me, so I couldn't deliver to them. And I couldn't satisfy them because I wasn't going to give them what they wanted because they didn't want me.
Yeah.
And it was about looking at that and thinking, and that's why I got out of the wedding industry, because I mean, I had some amazing brides who I still speak to and lovely and amazing. But some, I just thought, we're not meant to be working together. And it's just the truth. And that's why I encourage people to be themselves. Only attract people who want to work with you. Yeah. And I know in the business, you can be a bit like, but I just need the money. I just need to get working. But actually, it doesn't work like that. Yeah. It might be a short-term fix, but they're not going to actually value your work. So look, I'm about to put my price up. I've just said it here, but I won't lose clients. I won't at all.
No.
They're valued clients.
Yeah. I think you've hit the nail on the head there. And that's a really hard decision to make in business. And I've made that decision. And I know that all of us are pretty much the same. We work with people we want to work with and who want to work with us. And that makes the business easy and not hard. And it's actually easy now for me to say, no, I don't want to work with this person because they're not resonating. And it's so much better for both parties if that's the decision that's made. But when you connect and when you find that person that's right for you, it's an amazing relationship that gets you to grow much more than you ever will. Got to have 500 images that you can use on social media that say, this is my brand and this is me, then it's just a gift. I learned that 2 years ago. I don't want to work with anyone who's not my ideal client. And that is so important, ladies. Anybody that's watching here that's in business, believe me, that one comment in this live video that says, work with people you want to work with. Otherwise, your business is not going to be enjoyable and you're going to dislike it.
That's why we have businesses though, so we can live our dreams and catch our dreams and relive them. What I was going to mention quickly there about what I do with my ladies when we're in the discovery, probably the planning call stage, is we look at your future content. If you've got any promotions coming up, if you've got any big events, if you have anything scheduled, we talk about that and we see how we can make content for that. So I call it a marketing calendar, and I'm guessing you're a coach already, which I work with a lot of coaches. You generally do have a marketing calendar up, your events or your travels and all that. And we sit down and we schedule things. So it's not just, I am a free spirit, but it's not about that. There's a lot of planning gets involved, because I want to know when we get there, if you put the 2 hours, 5 hours, or if it was 5 hours, if someone can correct me, and the all day session, and then the other one that's coming soon, I want to be like, right, let's get this sorted. That goes with that, that goes with that. Let's get this, let's get on it. It's not always to be so relaxed. I know I make it sound like it is. We get together and our energy will create something magical. So we have structure and we know what we're going to be shooting. Like locations are very, very thought of. So you giving me a colour palette, or we create a colour palette together, or Sarah can help you, who we mentioned, we'll tag her in this, can help you if you have a palette. And I go and source locations unless you have locations that you're connected with, because that's another thing we talk about. What locations connect with you? And some people say, actually, no, I'd rather just you find some locations that you think will connect, and that's fine. I'm very spiritual, and I can do that myself. I can find places that I know that you'll connect with. But if you have them, that's fine. I'll come up with a mood board and we'll link colours. So like with the Get Ready to Ride, I found the Purple Peacock in town, Map and Hall, they all had our colour palettes. And and it was a flow. It's all about the flow, isn't it? Because your brand has to be flowing. It's got to be consistent. It's got to show your brand colours. It's got to speak you. And that's my job. So you're not alone with, not just like some photographer, you just book a photographer, you meet them and you're like, right, I kind of think I'm looking for professional pictures. And that could be perceived as, right, she wants to look really professional. So therefore she needs to.
Stand by. We've got a comment on that. I feel like a div standing for pics, so I really want some help with that. We can't see your name, but we will come back. We can see the name when we answer the comments. So Natasha will come back and answer that for you, because she'll give you a tip there as to, how you can be better in doing that.
How you feel. So what I always tell people is, and I actually needed help with this. I was actually looking at past holiday pictures of like 10 years ago, and I was like, God, I didn't know how to stand. I was like, what's the leg doing? I was like this. It's about learning your body. So actually looking in the mirror, but this is part of the self-acceptance, isn't it? It's accepting your body, accept who you are now in this moment, not who you think you're going to be in a week's time or a year's time. Now, will evolve naturally, and therefore our brand will change with us. So it's about looking how you feel in your body, not how your body looks, how you're moving your body makes you feel. So it's not about trying to achieve, say, if you want your bum to look bigger or you want to look slimmer. It's not actually, I think it's about how that pose makes you feel. Okay, you don't want to be making you look like it's not you. But if you are so desperate, you don't know how to pose, I do have tips on how I feel like your body would naturally pose for the outcome that you're looking for. But by all means, I would never, ever force someone to pose in an unnatural way.
So if anybody wants any tips, they can message you in your page, Natasha Holland Photography, or on Instagram. Natasha Holland Photography, same tagline. We'll put all the links in here. I'll put all the links in here.
I do work with quite a lot of women who have fears of being in front of the camera, and I take that really seriously, and I really respect that, because it's just like any fear, isn't it? It needs help with, and we can overcome that. I'm very good. Thank you. I'm very good at helping people overcome that, and together we can do that. It might just take extra planning sessions. It might just take that little bit extra bit of trust, that when you see me on the day, you know that I'm not judging you. And actually what you've got to remember is that when I've got my camera up, I'm looking at your eye to make sure that everything's in place. I'm also obviously looking at everything, but I'm not going to be judging, the least judging person ever. And that's why I feel like you feel nervous, I'll make a complete, of myself just to make you feel better. I'll start doing something like, she's nervous, let's just make this less awkward.
Absolutely. You're absolutely amazing at that. You're just filled with great positive comments about the people that you photograph, and that's an amazing skill as well, to be able to say that to somebody as you're looking to take a good photograph of them. It's an amazing skill. I think you're an amazing woman, and I think everybody should use you for the personal branding photography, because you're just amazing. And that's why I wanted to interview you today for Feel Good Friday, because it's really important to find out how people work and what it looks like in the background, and what the real person is. And you can't get more real than this, can you now?
No, I know. Do you know what it is? I'm all about lighting. And I've just realised, I've just said to myself, I should be here, but I'm all the way back here, unlit. I'm a photographer, for goodness sakes, and I'm unlit. And Mandy, you're fine. I've just made myself So yeah, don't take advice on Zoom calls.
Right, okay, so I think we'll close this live for now. It's been amazing to interview you. If I was going to ask you to give anybody one single tip on how they can look their best if they're taking a photograph of themselves, what would you tell them?
I honestly think it comes within. So I don't think there's a way you can go and buy something I mean, obviously, let's face it, when we go and buy a new top, it does make us feel good, doesn't it? When we get our hair done, it makes us feel good. But actually, I think it is starting with what within. Have a think about when you first started to feel like you couldn't be yourself in front of camera or whatever. It stems back sometimes to that kind of pre-teen stage when you start to get a bit self-conscious and your friends and all that. I would then start looking at that, do some journaling, get the answer out. Leanne McDonald's really good with stuff like that. Kind of going back, because we should be 100% confident in our own skin, because why not? We are unique. We are the way we are, like that's meant to be. We're meant to be like this.
Yeah.
You know, and I don't believe in the word perfect. I don't use that word perfect. If my kids use it, it's a swear word in our house because it's disgusting. It is. But that's something I've learned, because I used to use that word. I used to be like, oh, practice makes perfect. And I was like, oh, that's an awful word and how unachievable. So it's not about being perfect, because actually your audience want to see you in the way you are. And wouldn't it be weird if you met up with someone for a coffee and you'd been following them on Instagram and you met up and you were like, where is she? Where's this? Oh, hello. You're not showing catfish. No, we don't want to do that. That's not relatable. Let's just hit the trend of being this Insta perfect. Let's not smile. Let's just look seriously into the camera and pose. Let's get rid of that.
Yeah,
let's show that. Let's show every laugh. Let's show our goofy laugh. I have all my goofy little things on, all my little funny things that I do every day, just to show you all that I'm human. Sorry, I'm rambling on, and we're going to have to go on because you've got work.
Ladies, thanks for this. I know that's what Tash is really good at. So thank you all for watching. You've been an amazing audience, and thanks for your interaction. And now you know how to contact this wonderful lady. If you want your branding photography done, just do it. Don't even hesitate. Just do it. Thanks, Tash.
Oh, hello. It's just the light of the carpet. It looked like it was like angels coming to take me.
That was
The Simpsons. That added the effect of bye, wasn't it? It was like bye. Now I can't believe.
Yeah.
Guys,
okay. Say goodbye to everybody. Love you all. Bye.